Have you ever heard of an anchor? An anchor is this little device that goes into the ground and holds things down or in place. Sometimes we get anchors in our head. You know those thoughts that come in and stick around for a bit too long? Those thoughts that say, I'm not enough. I'm not beautiful enough, smart enough, talented enough. I will never amount to anything. I am pathetic, worthless, not lovable, broken. These are some of the worst anchors I hear people carry. And the worst part is that they believe them. They wear these labels like badges of shame. But here's the secret. Labels do not define you. Anchors do not hold you down. Because everything changes. Even your pain. It may not feel like it right now. Right now it may feel endless, heavy, stuck. But let me tell you something that has changed lives. No pain lasts forever. No storm stays forever. No night has stopped the sun from rising. Time heals almost everything if you let it. But first you have to stop fighting time. You have to stop fighting reality. Let me ask you something. What's harder, letting go or holding on to something that no longer exists? Because sometimes we do that. We hold on to the past. We hold on to the dead. We hold on to the memories of who we were before the pain. But here's the thing. Who you were was only a version. One moment in time. A photograph. A memory. Something that once existed. But holding on to that past, that pain, that person is going to keep you from becoming who you need to be. So it's time to stop holding on. Stop resisting. Stop fighting. Time. Let time do what it does best. You see, there are two kinds of people in this world. Those who wait for their ship to come in, and those who get off their butts and build a damn boat. Are you waiting for happiness to find you? For life to give you another chance? Or are you taking control? Because guess what? Life doesn't owe you anything. You aren't entitled to happiness. You aren't owed a second chance. This isn't a fairy tale. So stop waiting. If you want to be happy, then do something to make yourself happy. Go for a walk. Do some yoga, read a book, draw a picture, call a friend, write a journal, dance, whatever makes you feel alive. But why? Why would you do any of that? Well, because you only have one life. Just one. That's it, and it's happening right now. You're watching this video right now. And that means time has already taken away a tiny piece of your existence. A piece that will never come back. Never. So don't waste it. Don't hold on to things that don't make you happy. Like that ex that won't come back. Like the job that you hated anyway. Like the place you wanted to go but never made plans for. Like that person you thought was the one. Stop holding on to that. It's gone. It's over. Move on. You know, when we lose someone or something, we tend to think it's the end. It's the end of our happiness, the end of our story, the end of our dreams. But no, it's not the end. It's just the end of that chapter, and guess what? Every story has many chapters. Every dream can be revisited. Every path can be tried again. Happiness isn't a destination. It's a direction. It's a way of seeing things. It's a choice you make every single day, and guess what? You choose. You always have the power to choose how your story continues. You are the author. You are the artist. You are the creator of your own life. So stop looking for happiness. Start creating it. Create a life you love. Create a life you're proud of. Create a life that doesn't depend on anyone but you. You know, sometimes we get so caught up in ourselves, our problems, our pain, that we forget about other people. We forget that they have problems too. We forget that they are struggling too. And when we remember that, we realize that we are stronger than we think. You see, I've met so many amazing people in my life, people who've been through so much pain and suffering, but they still find a way to smile. They still find a way to keep going, and that inspires me to keep going too. So whenever you're feeling down, whenever you think your pain will never end, reach out to someone. Reach out to a friend, a family member, a therapist. Reach out to someone who can help you carry the weight of your pain. Because carrying that weight alone is just too much. But sharing it, well, that makes it a little easier. And then when you share it, turn around and help someone else. Help someone who is going through what you went through. Be the light that guided you out of the darkness. Be the hand that pulled you out of the mud. Be the shoulder that someone else can cry on. When you do that, you realize that your pain had a purpose. It wasn't just a waste. It wasn't pointless. It gave you strength. It gave you empathy. It gave you wisdom. And that is powerful. You see, in the end, none of this matters. None of us matter. We are all gonna die. We are all gonna go to that big sleep. We are all gonna leave this world. And when we do, what will we leave behind? Our pain, our mistakes, our regrets, or our laughter, our love, our joy, our memories? Well, that's up to you. That's up to us. We get to choose what we leave behind. So let's choose wisely. Let's choose to leave a legacy of love instead of pain, of joy instead of sorrow, of hope instead of despair. Here's the thing, everything changes, even your pain. One day you won't remember the details. One day the intensity will fade. One day the wound will heal. One day you will be okay. One day you will be happy again. One day. Now I know that when you're in pain, when you're hurting, when you're suffering, that seems impossible. That seems like a fairy tale. That seems like a lie, but it's true. I promise you, everything changes, even your pain. You just have to give it time. Time is the most powerful force in the universe. It erases memories, mends broken hearts, and heals wounds. So be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot. You've been hurt. You've been betrayed. You've suffered. But that doesn't define you. It makes you human. It makes you strong. It makes you wise. It makes you empathetic. It makes you you. So don't let your pain destroy you. Use it to make you better, to make you stronger, to make you more. Don't forget you are not your pain. You are not your mistakes. You are not your problems. You are who you choose to be. You are the author of your own story. So write a new chapter, write a new story, write a new future. It's time to let go of the old and embrace the new. It's time to let go of your pain and embrace happiness. It's time to let go of the past and embrace the present. It's time to let go of fear and embrace love. It's time to let go of anger and embrace forgiveness. It's time to let go of everything that is holding you back and embrace who you are meant to be. Because everything changes, even your pain, so don't give up. Don't settle in sadness. Don't let the past steal your future. You are not what you've lost. You are not the person who broke you. You are not your mistakes. You are what you choose to become next. So choose light. Choose peace. Choose to start again. We crave certainty, but life only guarantees change. Your pain today is not a life sentence. Tomorrow holds different possibilities. Everything changes, even your pain. And that's the first truth you need to hear. At first, that truth might feel a bit unsettling. We all long for stability. Something to hold on to when life feels chaotic. But nothing in this world stays the same. People grow older, seasons shift, relationships evolve. Even your body is constantly renewing itself on a cellular level. And rather than seeing that as a reason for fear, what if we saw it as our greatest strength? What if impermanence was not the enemy, but the very thing that keeps us moving forward? Let's talk about that. Part 1. Why we fear change. Let's be honest, most people don't like change. We hear it all the time. My job is changing. The world is changing. My body is changing. Why can't things just stay the same? But stop for a second and consider this. If your pain, your struggles, and your heartbreaks were permanent, how hopeless would life feel? No light at the end of the tunnel. No chance to grow. Just a never-ending loop of suffering. But change, even painful change, offers something critical: hope. Because if nothing lasts forever, then neither does your worst day. Neither does your heartbreak. Neither do your regrets. In Buddhist philosophy, impermanence is one of the first steps toward freedom. The moment you realize that everything is temporary, including your suffering, you begin to let go of fear. After all, how can you truly lose something that was never meant to stay forever? But let's be clear, accepting impermanence doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you start appreciating. You love more deeply, knowing time is precious. You become more present, because every moment is unique, unrepeatable. Let me share a story. A friend of mine lost his job unexpectedly. He'd spent years at that company. When it ended, he felt like his world collapsed. But that so-called disaster? It turned out to be a blessing. He took a chance on something new, and a year later, he told me, losing that job was the best thing that ever happened to me. That's impermanence in action. It can feel like a breakdown, and still be a breakthrough. The truth is, if you're trying to live your life without change, you're fighting reality. And reality always wins. We say we want growth, we want progress, but growth requires change. And change is rarely comfortable. Think of a forest after a wildfire. It looks like devastation, and yet, from the ashes, new life begins. That cycle of death and rebirth exists in nature, and it exists in you too. Part 2. Pain that passes. No one wants to feel pain. Heartbreak, failure, loss. They hurt. But the beauty is, even your suffering is temporary. You might feel stuck in something right now. A bad relationship, a mistake, a deep regret. And it may feel like that pain is all there is, but I promise you, it's not permanent. If you give it time, space, and the right mindset, it will change. The key is understanding that pain, like everything else, is impermanent. It has a beginning and it has an end. And if you're going through hard times right now, please hear me. It will not last forever. There is a way out of whatever you're struggling with. There is light beyond the tunnel. You may not see it now, but I promise it's there. Don't let the darkness fool you. It's not as powerful as the light. How many times have you thought, if only I could go back and change things? Maybe you wouldn't have taken that job, said that hurtful word, trusted that person. But you can't change the past. All you can do is learn from it. Accept what happened, accept your role in it, and move forward. The only way to truly let go of the past is to acknowledge it, feel it, and then choose to step away. It's not easy, but it's necessary. And here's the paradox. By accepting what you cannot change, you free yourself to change what you can. You stop blaming others and yourself. You stop living in fantasy. And you start working on what you actually have control over. Now, that doesn't mean you ignore your pain. It means you confront it, you process it, you honor it. You ask yourself, how can I heal? How can I grow? How can I use this experience to help someone else who's been through the same thing? This is the power of impermanence. It humbles you. It opens you up. It connects you to something bigger than your own ego. And that is where true strength lies. Not in holding on, but in letting go. Not in blaming, but in forgiving. Not in resisting, but in accepting. Not in being perfect, but in being real. I know it's easier said than done. Healing takes time. It takes patience, it takes courage. But I've seen it time and time again. People heal from trauma. They overcome addiction. They rise from the ashes of failure. They find love again after heartbreak. You're stronger than you think. More resilient than you feel right now. You just need to tap into that inner strength. You need to realize that even though your pain is real, it's not permanent. Part 3. From broken to becoming, we often think we're broken. We use phrases like, I'm so stressed or I'm falling apart, but when you peel back those layers, you'll see that you're not broken. You're becoming, you're evolving, you're changing. And that's what makes us human. We fall, we get back up, we stumble. We keep moving forward. We're not robots. We're not supposed to be perfect. We're supposed to be real. Impermanence reminds us of that. Nothing is set in stone. Everything is fluid. Everything can change. And that includes you. You can change your habits, your beliefs, your patterns. You can break free from the labels and expectations that are holding you back. You can become who you're meant to be. But here's the catch. You have to choose to change. You have to take action. You can't just wish for things to get better. You have to make them better. You can't complain about the pain. You have to work on healing. You can't fear the change. You have to embrace it. You have to welcome it. Because change is where all the magic happens. It's where you grow. It's where you learn, it's where you evolve, and that's not easy. It takes effort, it takes discipline, it takes sacrifice. But nothing worthwhile ever came easy. If you want to create a life you're proud of, you have to start with one small change at a time. You have to stop feeding your pain. You have to start nourishing your soul. You have to stop giving up. You have to start showing up for yourself, for your dreams, for your future. Because the truth is, if you don't do it now, you'll regret it later. You'll look back and wonder why you didn't take that chance, why you didn't chase that dream, why you didn't listen to that voice inside you. Don't let another year go by wishing for change. Make this year the year of change, the year of healing, the year of growth. Because everything changes, even your pain. And in that truth lies your greatest freedom. You're not broken, you're becoming, you're not stuck. You're shifting, you're not limited, you're limitless. You're not ordinary, you're extraordinary. You're not what others want you to be. You're what you want to be. So step into this new year with that truth in your heart and on your lips. Say it with pride. Say it with hope. Say it with love. Say it with faith. Say it with joy. Everything changes, even your pain, and in that truth lies your greatest freedom. Thank you for watching and joining me on this journey. Sending you all the love and light in the universe. Until next time, take care.